Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Ole Miss Rebels. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Red Raiders ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. To go up top on first down. Here's a heat. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 has been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Used the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The run from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Thorne. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
First down and more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running it to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just
gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Rides the back on the option, the give. Runs through the tackle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball, he's running free down the middle. Defense picks it up. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit, and did the Tar Heels ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it. inside the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Stone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go to work taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Going with the ground game left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Beckham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Harrell. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this group.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy front of us.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from minutes.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Costa. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Harrell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Fires to the right. The sure hands. It's Odom. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the...
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Thorne. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. They get a big win here and start the season.